Hi, this is Nick with Cabot Guns, and today we want to talk about shooting your Cabot 1911 with a suppressor. With the sales of silencers going through the roof, and we can only hope one day that the unconstitutional NFA gets repealed and anybody can buy them without a tax stamp, we are getting more and more requests for threaded barrels on our pistols. So we wanted to cover some of the basics of having a threaded barrel and shooting your 1911 with a suppressor. First off is understanding the thread pitches. There's two industry standard thread pitches for threaded barrels. For 9mm, it's 1/2 by 28, and for 45 ACP, it's gonna be 578 by 28. And this is the thread pitch that you're gonna need to know to attach your suppressor to your pistol. Now with me, I have a rugged Obsidian 45, which is a 45 ACP pistol suppressor, and I have a Cabot Apocalypse with the proper threaded barrel 578 by 28 in 45 ACP. Now, because of some obscure YouTube rules, I can't actually show you me threading this suppressor onto the barrel, but trust me, you just thread it normally in a clockwise fashion, righty-tighty, to put the suppressor on the pistol. Now, outside of making sure that your suppressor is rated for the caliber that you're using, you don't want the baffles to be too small, and having the right thread pitch, you also need to make sure that your suppressor has a booster or a piston or a Nielsen device. Basically, that's three different names for a device that's inside, where actually what's attaching to your barrel is this little piston, and it's surrounded by a spring. So what happens when you're firing the gun, because 1911s, like most modern handguns, are a tilt barrel design, the gases that are expanding coming through the suppressor actually push the suppressor forward, and that spring compresses, and that's going to take the weight off the front of your barrel here to allow it to tilt down as the gun is cycling and chamber a new round. If you don't have a piston or a booster, or if the spring gets dirty and it's not able to cycle back and forth, you will have reliability issues feeding the next round because the barrel's not able to tilt. Now, the final consideration when shooting suppressed is the fact that there's gonna be a lot more gas coming back through the operating system and out the chamber. So normally all the gas is expanding out the front, but the suppressor is holding that in as a muffler, and a lot of it does come back through the barrel. So if you're shooting with the red dot, you'll see right away that your red dot window gets much dirtier much faster. So if you're shooting with a can, you want to up your maintenance schedule on your pistol, because it's going to get very dirty inside there. Things that normally wouldn't get dirty, like your firing pin and your extractor, you're going to want to be a little more rigorous on cleaning if you shoot your pistol suppressed a lot, because you're going to find so much junk goes back up in there and it gets into those hard to reach places that normally don't get that dirty. But if you keep your suppressor clean and keep your pistol in good operating condition, shooting suppressed 45 and subsonic 9s, you're definitely going to have a lot of fun out on the range.